Hello again, this is Verde, and today we're playing some Talented. The idea here is to play the Alchemist. The Alchemist is not that easy of a character to play, you know? Let's just start, and I'll tell you why we play a little bit. So, the Alchemist has this very great basic attack. It is like, I think, the best unupgraded basic attack in the game. However, we cannot upgrade it. Instead, we have to rely on our abilities. Thing is, our abilities, all of them, they are not abilities. They are potions. And potions have charges. And yeah, the charges do not replenish. Once the charges are gone, your ability is gone. And we get more abilities by making them in cauldrons, using ingredients. While that all seems very fun, I sure know. It is quite fun, I will not lie to you. We'll get more Mage Leaf. However, it is quite difficult. It is quite difficult, in fact. So, thankfully, we have the Artificer thing. So whenever we craft a potion, we get some charges for all of our other potions, and that's quite good. And it might seem like our ability, or lance there, is not as strong as the wizard's wind whirl. Tornado. The wizard cyclone, I don't know. Something like that, Whirlwind. Yeah, something like that. Don't know. But yeah, it is a little bit weaker. However, the Alchemist can get very high numbers and very easy numbers in ability power. So yeah. Let's get some more butter, so no cauldrons. Cinder Road. Revitalize, whenever we use an ability, we get some ability power. And I don't know if that is worth it on its own, really. I want that talent package, because that basically shapes our run. However, yeah, we need to figure out how to get to that. Have that potion that we throw every 3 seconds. It deals damage based on our ability power. Which is nice. Our ability power will increase quite a lot. Every time we use an ability, we already get some. Good grief. We're dying. There's also that. Dying is not all that great. That's what I get to be as conservative with potions as I am currently being. There is because, well, I don't want to lose my initial potion, if I can help it. Do I get that? That will include an alchemy. Or should I, try to fish for that? Oh, finally, alchemy. So, let's explain this whole thing. It might seem a little bit difficult to understand, but once you get that, the first one determines the shape, the second one determines the element, and the other three just give, the other two just give some bonuses, you just, once you figure that out, you can make some very cool stuff, like Sanguine Novas. There appears fear to all nearby enemies. We can, throw expanding and... Where? Water would be conservation. I don't think I care all that much about that. Let's make this one. It is a good... I forgot the name. Emergency potion. You know? Let's keep it on 4. Therefore, when we are about to get hit, we press that, and our enemies nearby us will get feared. And, well, it has few charges. However, we can get charges by crafting other stuff. So it isn't that big of a deal. You know? It isn't the end of the world, really. Let's see what we can get. That level 15 is a very big game changer for our character. This one gets the Artificer, which grants 3 charges for every potion when you craft one. Or the other one, which doubles rune chances. Thing is, I haven't got runes to work on this character at all up until now. So I rather prefer having more potions. You know, especially because some potions like Novas, they're complicated. Let's power up our Novas. I don't know. Let's take a look at wave. I don't care about waves. Nor lances. Let's level up our Novas in general. So we have, whenever we collect a Cinderroot, we have some bonuses, which is good. We should get those. Whenever ability kills 5 or more enemies, we get 10 kills on the combo manner, which is great, actually. You can get like 30 kills per ability. The range of our Novas is increased. And every combo level gives us 50% ability power. Remember what I said about ability power, this character having a lot of it? Yeah, something on those lines. So let's try to get there first. And then we will say... So this is not bad. But let's hold on to that. The thing is, there are only 2 stats on the base things of this character's ability talent tree, which are experience gain and what's the name of the other? And ability power. You know, we only really upgrade those. The rest are all, and I suppose health. There's health too. So time to use our fear. See, that fear is honestly fantastic. There we go. Very, very good. Yeah. Very good indeed. Very easy stuff. So, let's get the gummy bear. Every time we kill something, we can get some things. Great. Now, acquiring Cinderroot would be the best option if we have that option. Cinderroots come from Cultivate. They could mean cooldown reduction, basically. Oh, we can also get lower cooldowns reduction. You know, we can also get cooldown reduction by the tree. I forgot that. That's fine, though. Already got a gummy bear. We are running out of charges on our lance. That is concerning. Not lie. I need to keep one because, well, I want to get it when we craft another potion. But that basically means that we have run out of it. And we will need to use our emergency potion. If we want to survive, that is. And if we not survive, we also lose our potion. So... yeah. Thankfully, our Nova there is quite strong. So I think we got it under control, but we need to craft some potions as soon as possible. and resist the urge to use them here. There we go. Great. Where can we find a cauldron? Can we find a cauldron? I don't know, I don't see one. That's concerning to say the least. Blood torso is good. Excuse me, video game? Blood torso, I guess. We need to find a cauldron, otherwise we're dead. Perhaps those mystery talents could be... Oh, there we go. The road. Cauldron. Great. Let's make something. Probably a Nova. What about... Sanguinova? This is a volatile. This one is expanding. Which it's not that good, really. Of Demise. I quite like Of Demise here. What about adding rending that thing of Demise? That also gives us some charges on the other stuff, which is great. Not really. We need to get to that. We're running out of charges with everything. And because of that, we need to use our precious level up points to get more charges. That's just life. You know? That's just life as this character. Unless we get some particularly good stuff, that situation will continue for a while. You know, of needing to get to stuff in order to being able to cast our abilities. That's fine. You know, that's fine. I have 10% chance of not using a charge too, whenever we use an ability. It's something that's usually good. Oh god, we took some damage. But at this point, I'd rather take some damage than using a charge. Funnily enough. And we didn't even get our epics because, well, we need a... Yeah, this character is difficult. I wouldn't say it is impossible or something. Cinder Road. There we go, we got cooldown reduction. Also, let's get our epics. That's particularly good. 1 second. So, I am back. We need to get to that soon. We probably needed to get to that like now. But I was a moron and I wanted to get my epics. Therefore, I didn't consider that necessity. We'll get to that next level, next night. That just means that I got like 4 spells to run my entire night on. Which is as great as you might expect. You know? Yeah, that was unavoidable, and I even took damage. Because that enemy was immune to fear. There we go. I got 1 remaining spell. And a lot of optimism. Yeah, I got 0 remaining spells. So next time I use a spell, I am effectively losing it. It's fine. If I can get a lot of levels, I should not have used my Novas though. Yeah, we are out of potions completely. That's really not great. But it was either that or dying. And we got a lot of XP because we haven't lost our combo. So there's that. We need to make some Nova, like yesterday. Arcane Nova. I don't know. Sanguine Nova. Sanguine Novas are usually the best. But we only get like 5 charges of it. We cannot survive a wave with 5 spells, can we? No easy cauldron here. What did we get? Whenever we craft a potion, we get... Yeah, that would be great. If I could easily, more easily, I could at all find a cauldron. Which it doesn't seem to be the case. I have like... There's a cauldron here. I can get... Major Leaf. So, Bloodthirster, Cinderroot? No, Cinderroot. Bloodthirster, Expanding Sanguine Nova. This one is the same thing of the other one, but... Oh, this is great, actually. This is great, every 4 seconds. Let's try to walk towards that direction. So we have 2 abilities, which are literally the same. One has a little bit less of a cooldown and more charges. So I'd rather spam that instead of the other one. You know? Yeah. This character has that issue with charges. And not always, really. Sometimes it can not have it. It is a possibility. Like if we get the right rares. And I mean rares, because there are some rares here and there, which basically increases how many charges you'll get for crafting. And if you get enough of that, you don't really need to think about charges anymore. You can get multiple of that, no problem. We're getting a lot of levels though, that's nice. And we have like 500% ability power. We are not even trying to get ability power, but this character has a lot of ability power. So if we get stuff that increases with ability power, we are very happy. Oh, great! I don't have any ingredients. Oh, there we go. 5 more things per craft. Why I don't have many ingredients? Being able to craft stuff out of nowhere? Like, being able to craft minor energy bolts gives charges for our other stuff. So that's great, really. And this one gives us another thing, which is a lot of charges with to our energy bolt. Which is a lot of charges to our energy bolt. 1 second again, people. Okay, I'm back. So we got some things here. We got access to a lot of cauldrons. That fixes our charge issue. A lot of cauldrons, really. And we got this, which is the thing that I mentioned. And we throw cauldrons at people. So now we have the things. We have good spells, I would say, Novas. We have that thing, which is funny. We throw cauldrons at people. Not people, really. They are like monsters and stuff. But... And also, we can spam this basic ability here that we got to trigger our stuff. Which is nice. It doesn't do a lot, but even if it doesn't do a lot, we don't really need to care about if it does something or not. Oh, that consumable is great. Because, well, it is an ability use, you know. And we get 10 charges of it every time we craft it. Which is great on its own. A lot of stuff, really. We're strong this time around. This character is hard to be strong. You know, oh, I accidentally used up all charges on that. That wasn't me. I wasn't paying attention. That's fine. It costs literally no ingredients to craft. Just some points that we... Just some talent points. So let's try to get to that, right? Is there anything else that we feel particularly need? That we feel that we need somehow? Not really. So, ability power. More of that potion that does nothing. Great. Let's walk towards that direction. Sure. Talent package. Special delivery. More loot. What do you think? Status effects or both? I don't care about boats nor waves. I don't care about status effects nor lances. So special delivery it is. What do we have? We have chocolate. Whenever we kill a thing, we have a chance of gaining a random thing charge, which is great, really. We have translation whenever we detonate a rune or collect our talents. 1 second, people. I am back. I hope that's the last interruption, but I don't think it will be. Anyway, we have... Whenever we detonate a rune, we can use our collector things, talent, which are stuff like this. Whenever... stuff like this, like... Our scepters are increased every time we collect some loot. So there's nice. You know? And we will throw scepters around. That's the idea. I think. Either that or our loot can drop from runes. That will be cool as well. I think that's the case. So let's get those things soon. Right now we are just surviving. But that's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal. Oh, that thing survived the cauldron. That's weird, but sure. I have a lot of ability power. That... I don't know how enough that is. I like that we get some charges back. Sometimes. I don't know what that thing does. That candy does. That is a mystery to me. Would say it is quite a mysterious candy. That potion, I think, restores HP. That loot is a lot of XP. That one increases ability damage. A lot of XP again. Chocolate bar is 1 charge for a random spell. Another chocolate bar, which is a charge for some random spell. That ghost. The audacity of the ghost. Love a chocolate bar. 15 talent points. So, let's say I want to get a cauldron here. Just to... I am actually considering crafting these. Crafting this. So I get a lot of charges on it. You know, I have the ingredients after all. So let's get these. Also, whenever we get one of these, now we get both ingredients, which is very good. you know? That is perfect, really, if we can get it. Don't know how much we can get it, but anyway. Let's keep going. We can get a lot of ingredients as we go. So there is that. 1 second, people. I am back. Good grief. Anyway, I got a lot of charges for my Sanguine Nova, which is great, really. We kind of need it, if we look, if I'm honest. You know, those chocolate bars are saving the day, really. Because they give me a lot of charges. And whenever I use a Sanguine Nova, there is a fair chance that I drop one. Because, well, there are a lot of enemies. Just that, really. Whenever we consume, whenever we get a thing, our scepters increase in damage. They are already dealing 27 damage. That's quite a lot. You know, that is quite a lot indeed. We don't want to use our first ability anymore. You know? But we are using fairly few charges for our second one, which is great. So I think it is quite good that we are using so few charges in general. There we go. We got 14 points. Oh, I didn't get that. Funny. Let's get more scepters. I think more scepters is good. Let's get more abundance. Also, do we have enough ingredients for this in the road? Oh, we don't have the mage leaf. So having some mage leaf would be nice. Mage leaf is in forage. Let's see if we can spot some forage. Some easy foraging on the tree. Yes, we can. The idea is to try to craft this one because it is a little bit cheaper, really. So we want that mystery talent, don't we? I guess so. We also want that, but let's get that thing. It's that. We can just craft. Actually, I will craft another version of Demise instead, because that gives us even more charges in it. You know. That's my idea. Every time we craft a potion, we basically get 9 charges of our explosion. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but sure. I kind of want that gummy bear, but because it is loot, and loot increases the damage of our scepters. And we have 3 scepters, which means that every 4 seconds, 3 scepters will be flying out. I don't know how good that is, though. Because, hear me out. First of all, let's get that. Yeah. I remembered that. Yeah, why am I saying that? I don't know if that's good enough. Killing 3 enemies every 4 seconds, not that great. You know? Not that great in this video game. Whenever we use an ability, we use another abilities. For sure, let's take that. I really want that. Because it is a drop. Honestly, why? Because drops don't do much. Drops themselves don't do much. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, let's use that to trigger a bunch of... Yeah, that doesn't work as well as I expected it to. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Got some chocolate here and there. Also, our new version of our spell Also applies demise to our enemies, which is not great, but at the same time, it is not bad at all. You know? Yeah, I feel a little weird for having 3 of the same spell in a class that is centered around having endless possibility of spells. Not really endless, it's more like 64 spells. You know. Am I right? Probably not. Like, we have... Yeah, 256 spells combinations. Which is not a lot, but at the same time... You know, we have a lot of combinations that are possible. Great. I have 3, they're mostly the same. And my reasoning behind that... Actually, I should be using my number 5 thing until exhaustion, so that my random things that give charges does not target it. Abundance. Great, even more charges. Let's keep moving. Get that because it's basically free. It's not bad. It detonates twice. Oh. Oh, I say. I don't know how good that is. Because, hear me out. Hear me out 1 second. I don't have anything that really benefits from status effects. Let's just craft a nonsense there to get some charges. Gets near my shocking sigil. Gets near my infernal sigils, because sigils may drop charges. You know, that's my entire thought process, really. Because sigils might drop chocolate, which might drop charges. You know? And right now, we have good abilities. We have 700 and something-ish ability power. You know, we have way too much ability power. What we don't have is infinite charges. You know? And if we could somehow acquire infinite charges, then I think we will be very... Yeah. Very happy, I would say. And one way I can see us getting a lot of charges is through chocolate. Funnily enough, I didn't have to do anything on this character. You know, is that how it feels, really? Like, its abilities are way too strong. And it's very easy to get a ridiculous amount of ability power for them to carry me. Like... And yeah, the whole thing that I needed to use my point on recrafting the same abilities over and over makes me have that. I got that thing mostly to get it out of the way. Yeah, sure. Can I craft, like... What is the best? This one has less cooldown, so let's craft that. Got 27 charges out of that. Really, we are... Let's try to get that there. Don't know how easy that would be. Also, we got a lot of cooldown reduction. What is going on? I think we are applying confusion. Our abilities are applying confusion on that random thing. Yeah. The random status effect thing. Yeah, and I'm using this ability quite a lot, the boat ability. On purpose, too. Just to... Yeah, now there is no chance of us getting that when we get a chocolate. That's great. Our ability has a very low cooldown. Our abilities in general, which are all the same. One just has a little bit less of a cooldown than the others. You know? Chocolate. There we go. Love seeing chocolate. That just means that I use my spell for free. Another chocolate. And I got a truly talented combo. Great. So let's keep moving. I want to get there. Do I care? Let's craft... I cannot craft that, but I can craft this. So what do we have here? Leveling up faster. When using abilities. I like that. I'm using a lot of abilities. Power up your wave abilities, more throwing weapons, or piercing abilities. Let's get getting bonuses when using abilities. That seems nice. And we have portals already. Your attack damage increase. Also, we are like... We could have gotten this ages ago. But at this point, let me take a look at here. Oh, the chakrams increased by 1 on ability use. Just that? Throwables? Let's say killing an enemy has... Oh. I like that. Charges. Enemies have a chance. Oh, I instantly use a random potion ability. That's cool. That's cool. Well, let's try to get more of that. What do we have here? What do we have less? Or just that? So let's get more Spark Collector. And this. Whenever I use a potion ability, I have a chance of activating all throwing weapons. So throwing weapons are back in the menu. It seems. Quite punished. Oh, this is great too. This is great. Well, I think we have escaped the need to constantly worry about charges. Right? I hope we have. Now I'm using all sort of abilities, all sort of stuff, really. Look at that. Because of the drops. And also, there is a chance that on my runes will drop me stuff. Which means chocolate, means spark. You know? Means everything. So I'm getting quite fun loops. See? That was easy to get, the truly talented combo. How many enemies are there? I must still look towards the wave that I... Oh god, I got way too much spell damage. Look at that. 1000%, really. It's great. It's great and all, I got 1400%. A lot of levels. Is something I do appreciate. Leveling up. I don't think I have to worry about charges anymore. But at the same time, I don't think I have to spam them. You know, I can just use them somewhat conservatively and not worry about them anymore. Great stage to be at, I would say. Well, check ramps, they seem to be a little bit far away. Do I have anything to craft anything? No. Let me just craft some missiles. Don't know. Same here. Let's just craft some missiles. Reduce health point by enemies. Speed of enemies. Attack damage. Nothing that I really care about. Let's get this that I've been procrastinating to get. For some eons. At this point, I think this is the best. But really, at the same time, I don't really know. I like Replenish quite a lot, so I have to worry even less. And sure, let me grab Abundance. That's completely necessary, thank you. Bonus experience. I don't think so, let's just take a portal, I think. Yeah, let's reduce the speed of the enemies. Seems good enough. Sigil. Sigils are great. Really? Let me craft that one because I have fewer. And I saw a symbol for a purple thing. What's going on with the skill tips? I don't know. I saw a symbol for a purple thing. I might be mistaken. Anyway, let's get that thing again. Got a lot of sigils, like just outside of the map. If I could somehow trigger them, that would be fantastic. Also, I'm looping here. I'm not really using anything, but the sheer amount of stuff that I'm throwing everywhere. Yeah, I'm straight up looping, aren't I? Yeah, my things are getting me enough things that I constantly throw a lot of things. Okay, that thing I just... It made sense in my mind, okay? What I'm trying to say is, my drops are getting me enough bonuses so that I kill enough enemies, so that I have a constantly closed loop. That's great. You know, endless loop of abilities. Of random abilities. You know, which is way funnier, actually. You know, there are only 16 abilities that I may throw at them due to these combinations. And one of them, if I'm not mistaken, can even damage me. Which is Crimson Lance. You know? Also, I get a lot of everything. Oh, another legendary. What do we have? King Size. Each potion ability you have doubles its charges. I mean, the thing is, it feels useless right now. Even got an achievement for having too many. At least we got one of that, but I kind of... Let's get the king size. 300. Necessary? Really isn't. And I don't even use abilities anymore. You know? Yeah, I kind of use them, but at the same time... See? I don't even use that many abilities. The thing is, about this character, there is this charge system, right? And since this charge system is so heavily on the character. The abilities themselves need to be very strong, you know? And because of that heaviness, many talents in the tree are for getting around that charge issue, right? But the thing is, you get a whole skill tree. Once you get enough charges, there isn't really a need to get more, you know? Like, what will I do with 300 charges of magic missile? It isn't magic missile, but you get it, right? What will I use? Oh, it has a very low cooldown, funny enough. I possibly could use them. But what will I use all of this with? Probably could if I needed to, but do I? You know, and this character becomes just this endless pursuit of gaining an infinite, of getting to infinite, I suppose. Look, those two rares, they did absolutely nothing to me. That rare does absolutely nothing to me. So what do we have here? Curveball, more throwing. I like more throwing. Yeah, let's get more throwing weapons, shall we? What do we have here? Every 4 seconds I throw an ingredient that applies. Funny. Let's say, oh. Great. Every time I throw a weapon, I can throw another in the direction I'm looking. That is especially great with books. I don't have books, do I? With cauldrons, which regenerate things. You know, being able to duplicate cauldrons is quite nice. This one, just straight up more frequency, and this one, a little bit of just more throwing weapons, you know? I think that's great. I can get there to get more throwing weapons. And look at this, the number of scepters there are there. You know, is that necessary? I don't know. Yeah. I think we're winning this one, folks. Don't know. Just because I have a lot of things going on, which involve a lot of projectile throwing. And at this point, a lot of everything, really, because... well, because of the sparks, really. Yeah, there are some designs within this character that I like a lot. The sparks things is phenomenal. But... yeah, there is this whole issue with charges that I dislike, you know? I don't know if this character could be reworked to not having to worry about that. I don't know. Or that just may be the thing that makes this character unique. You know, but it feels very weird to me that once you get to a certain point, most talents that you get are useless. Because, yeah, you know, I mean, perhaps that's a common thing with many characters, because now that I think about it, health becomes useless. It is already useless to me. Cooldown reduction is already useless to me. You know, most of the talent tree are just stepping stones in order for me to get into the next package or legendary. Oh. So I suppose it isn't that big of a deal that some talents become useless. It is quite a big of a deal for me when many of them become useless rather quickly. Or when the character feels very difficult to play until they become useless, and then the character Doesn't feel quite right, you know? Hey, look at the state of my ingredients, you know? Look at the state of it. Is it normal? Like, it is expected to be a crafter character to be that way? I don't know. You know? I would rather prefer if this character, instead of having charges and all of that, and you have to recreate the old abilities that you had, it had the option to, well, keep adding stuff to abilities, like every ability have... I like the idea of crafting abilities, you know? But imagine if every ability had 4 numbers, and every additional ingredient that you add to it will change one of the 4 numbers, you know? That way, you could create quite unique abilities. And with extinction, you know, that way it would be fun to play, and getting ingredients in the late game wouldn't feel that useless, you know? Which is my main complaint, really. It is that in the late game, most ingredient-related stuff or charges-related stuff feels wasteful. That's all my complaints, really. Like, the early game for this character is very interesting, you know? But, yeah, I would like the ability of, I don't know, increment your existing abilities somehow, instead of having charges, you know? Or perhaps have charges and that, but when you increment a thing, you'll get some charges over it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quite rambly run. And honestly, I hope to see you guys next time.